Imagine being the only cop in town, and not just any town, one of the most remote outposts in Australia. Welcome to Birdsville. Population just over 100. And meet Senior Constable Stefan Purcell. The entire police force for a patch of land bigger than the United Kingdom. That's 294,000 square kilometres, about the size of Arizona, only with a lot more flies and way fewer people. For the past 8 years, Purcell has been keeping the peace in a place where the mercury can hit 49 degrees. That's 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Have you ever heard the saying, "It's so hot you can fry an egg"? Stefan did just that in a viral video. Help is often hours away, and crime is so rare that folks still wonder if they even need to lock their doors. Welcome to Outback Oddities. If you're fascinated by strange tales and mysteries, you're in the right place. From eerie ghost stories and unsolved disappearances to bizarre events and curious legends, we dive deep into the most intriguing and mysterious tales Australia has to offer. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey through the weird and wonderful world of the Australian outback. Don't forget to like and share if you enjoy our content. There's always something odd to discover. Today's tale takes us to Birdsville. It might not seem like a town that needs much policing, but Stefan's beat, nearly the size of an entire country. And with that kind of territory comes a very different kind of policing. So settle in and let's get started. Birdsville sits right where Queensland, South Australia, and the Northern Territory all bump shoulders. It might be tiny, but the job is massive. From search and rescues and motorbike crashes to local sausage sizzles and camel pie contests, Purcell did it all. If he wasn't pulling someone out of a bogged forward drive or barreling down a dusty track to a crash site, you might catch him helping the bakery brainstorm its next curried camel pie flavour. Tourists go missing. Travellers forget to check in. But Purcell's network has a saying, "We know where you're lost." After nearly a decade, not a single life lost, every person found. Over 8 years, he responded to around 140 vehicle accidents and 120 search and rescue missions, plus who knows how many flat tires and dehydrated backpackers. One standout case was a woman lost deep in the Simpson Desert. Her GPS coordinates were way off, delaying the rescue by hours. Purcell teamed up with a ranger, Wangangari elder Dan Rowlands. They left at 4 p.m. and they got back at 10 the next morning. That's outback policing. People drop by the station just for a yarn. Kids know him by name. Forget your bike helmet once? No worries. Forget it 3 times? That's when the ticket comes out. There's got to be a line in the sand, he says, literally and figuratively. Still, even paradise has its hiccups. One night, a local lad went off the rails, stole 3 cars in a row before fleeing south. But he didn't get far. Out here, you can't go anywhere without someone spotting you. Every town is on the radio before you even roll in. And Birdsville is not always sleepy. Held annually over 2 days in September, the Birdsville Races raises money for the Royal Flying Doctor Service and brings in approximately 7,000 people. "35 kilometres west of Birdsville, the annual music festival, the Big Red Bash, draws over 10,000 people to a concert site of nearly 63,000 square metres, or 24,000 square miles. The site of the festival is 1.3 million hectares, or 3.2 million acres. The event is held over 3 days in July, Australia's answer to Coachella, perhaps. Just to help out, officers fly in from Mount Isa. That's 670 kilometres away, or 416 miles. Even then, the biggest challenge is the heat. There's no afternoon breeze, Purcell says. At midnight, opening the door feels like opening an oven. When Stefan and his wife Sharon moved to Birdsville in 2016, the roads were flooded. They didn't even see the town before accepting the job. It was supposed to be a short stay, just a couple of years. But the outback, it has a way of getting under your skin. Sharon's just as much a legend. She's worked everywhere: the clinic, the roadhouse, the council, the airport. Together, they became the heart of Birdsville. And even as they talked about leaving, part of them didn't want to go. Because once the outback gets in your blood, it's hard to shake. From rescuing stranded campers to going viral for frying eggs on his patrol car, Purcell handled it all with humour and grit. But after the most brutal summer yet, he's finally hung up the badge. At 60, he swapped red dust for sea breezes, retiring with Sharon to the Sunshine Coast, the sunsets, the silence, the stars. They'll miss all of it. But they'll be back. You can count on that. In a place where the road goes on forever and the rules are simple, don't be a drongo. Senior Constable Stephen Purcell didn't just enforce the law. He became part of the legend. He knew every road, every face, every fly. And he showed us what it really means to serve in a place where community stretches for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Because this story, it's not just about crime or duty. It's about people. It's about connection. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Outback Oddities. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the Outback's most legendary figures, make sure to subscribe and follow us for more strange and mysterious tales. And if you want to dive deeper into the weird and wonderful, check out our video on Australia's first queer bushranger, the infamous Captain Moonlight. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the oddities of the Outback.